Is how you do it yourself. Hello and welcome to the garage. Okay, in this segment we're going to talk about solid color floors. Solid floors are best used for shops. They brighten the room up, they're easy to use, you can find stuff on them. It's an absolutely great floor. The base coat is an epoxy. Now, the most important thing about using epoxies is you got to mix it in the bucket and you immediately have to pour it out on the floor. If you don't pour it out on the floor right away, it's going to start to get hot, it's going to smoke, it's going to get hard, and you're going to have a big expensive mess on your hands. This box is almost $200 and you don't get your money back when you do that. So please, please, please mix it together, immediately pour it out on the floor, you squeegee it and you back roll it. It'll turn into a beautiful product for you. So with a solid color floor, you need some equipment. You need your chip brush for doing the edges. We're gonna need a stir stick. Get the large ones, get them at Home Depot. Home Depots are the best. You're gonna need your mixing paddle. We're gonna need a bucket. Got your squeegee, and you got your roller frame and roller. They each go on handles. Now I've got my mixing paddle that we use every day. Here's what they look like when they're brand new. So, okay, let me open the box and show you what's in it. All right, here's our A and here's our B. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix these two together. This makes a chemical reaction. We have cross-linking. This stuff doesn't dry like paint. You actually have these two different chemicals cross-linking. It makes a much harder, much better, much more sticky floor, so it sticks to the ground a lot better. In this bucket, and we've done this especially for you, so you don't have to buy extra buckets, okay? There is more room in the A side bucket than the A. And so you can just pour the B directly in here. When you're all done, then you're going to throw the whole bucket away. And that's a special thing that we've done for you, and it'll make it a lot easier. We've, as professionals, we do this every day, and one of our manufacturers figured out how to do that, and we love them for it. So that's the mixing process for doing a solid color floor. If you can afford it, get the urethane top coated. It makes all the difference in the world. It's going on clear. This stuff is hard, and it's just a great surface. So if you can afford it, do it. If you can't, that's all right. We still want to take good care of you, but this will make a better product for you. As you can see, we're now doing the mixing, okay? And this bucket of A is a bigger bucket than what the A is. So what we're going to do is we are now pouring the B into this A bucket, and we're mixing it up. So we're taking that mixing paddle and putting it in. Epoxies are thick, okay? So you don't just stir it up with a stir stick. You use a mixing paddle. Give me a full 60 seconds on when you're stirring it up, okay? And don't cheat me on that. Give it a full 60 seconds. Now, after you're done mixing for a full 60 seconds, now you're going to take the paint scraper and you're scraping the side of the bucket so that you get all of the A or all of the B scraped off the side of the bucket, and the same with the bottom, okay? It's real important because if you get little bits of A and B into the floor that aren't mixed, you get soft spots. So that's something you don't want. So now you can see that it's all being mixed, and we got that all mixed up. Give me another 30 seconds of mixing. Once epoxy's mixed, I'm going to say it again, you've got to immediately dump it out on the floor. So once epoxy's mixed, immediately dump it out on the floor. Otherwise, it's going to react, it's going to get hot, it's going to get hard, and you're going to have a big, expensive mess on your hands. So now they're doing that. They're laying it out, pouring it out on the floor as evenly as it can, and then they're saving a little bit in the bottom, okay? If you're doing this by yourself, pour it out, get your edging done, go back and squeegee it. If you have a partner, which is the best thing, if you can have two people do it, that's really a big help. And so then one person is going to do the edging, the other person is going to get to squeegeeing. So you can see right now we're doing the edging and we're getting the corners in. Usually I don't tape stuff off, I just paint right up. Once again, we're professionals, we do it every day. For your house, you probably ought to tape things off. And now you can see how we're getting that edging done. Just use what's left in the bottom of the bucket to do the edging. And now we're taking the squeegee and we're squeegeeing out the epoxy that we poured on the floor. And it's important that you get it as even as possible. Lay it out in kind of a horseshoe with a little extra in the middle, and then you squeegee it out, once again getting it just about as evenly as you possibly can. Now, once that's all done, then we're going to take the roller and we're going to roll back and forth. The basic purpose of the roller isn't to get it even, it's to even out any lines that are in there from when you squeegee. Get it all laid out nice and evenly, and then you're done. That's the base coat on a solid color floor. That's the base coat on a partial chip floor, and that's the base coat on the professional or our full broadcast floor. And that's how we do it.